All right, here with head football coach Joel Taylor, coming off the Wolves' first loss at Austin Peay, facing another nationally ranked team in Abilene Christian this Saturday. Coach will begin with a general statement. We'll open up for questions.
Yeah, good day to be a Wolf. Good day to get better. We'll practice tonight and try to get better from last week. We did not play our best ball on Saturday, and we eventually lost that ball game. But looking forward to this week of getting better. Looking forward to facing Abilene Christian back at home. Like I said, give my hats off to Austin Peay. They did a good job. They won the football game, but we felt like we left a lot on the field. So we got to find ways to get better. But at the end of the day, I told our kids, win, lose, or draw, we're going to come back and try to get better this week regardless. So another opportunity to go 1-0. Questions?
So, Coach, I got to ask, what is the status of Davin Widener's shoulder injury?
Davin will be fine. He landed on his shoulder, but I think he'll be fine. Hopefully be ready to go this week. If not, Coach Fitzgerald got to go.
I think that was the main question on everybody's mind there. I guess just what did you see kind of out of your defense? Obviously, Austin Peay passed for a lot of yards. I don't remember the exact number there, but kind of just what were your thoughts there about your defensive performance?
Yeah, of course, we didn't play well enough on defense. Too many explosive plays in the pass game. At the end of the day, they did a good job of making some plays with some balls. We did a terrible job of playing some good technique. But they did a good job. My hat's off to them. But we just can't give up, explosive plays. That's the name of the game. That's what the offense is trying to do, and the defense is trying to stop them. But we gave up about 7 explosive plays. If you talk about, 20 plus more yards, for whatever reason that was, we gave it up, and we got to find ways to fix that, which we will this week. But that was the telltale of the game, in my opinion, was the explosive plays in the pass game.
So, Coach, Colton had to step in for Davin, and like you said, he may have to step up this week. So what were your thoughts on his little performance at the end of the game against Austin Peay?
I'll be honest, we put him in a bad position. You don't want to be thrust into a position like that. But got a lot of faith in Colton. I don't know if you guys remember, we had a scrimmage, and Colton led our dang on defense up. He threw like 7 touchdowns that day, so he has the ability, so if he has to go, he'll go. As far as his performance, we got to do a good job of helping him. I think we dropped a couple balls. We didn't have correct spacing on that pick 6 for a touchdown, but Colton also, missed an easy touchdown, on a corner ball. So he got to sit in there and make those type of throws, but Colton, like I said, he's a good quarterback, and like I said, we feel just as good if Davin was in the game. At the end of the day, we're going to be behind him, but we got to do good things and help him be successful. No different if Davin was in there.
Coach, I think 5 games in, we played really well on special teams and won that battle most games. But this week, the big play I thought was the fumble on the punt return, and I thought we had all the momentum when we got that stop and flipped it right back to them there late in the game on that fumble return or fumble.
Yeah, we definitely had the momentum, and you can see it on their sideline. You can see it in their offense. Definitely had it. I thought the punt returner made a good decision. It was kind of a short punt. It bounced, and he was trying to save us. Basically, we call it a first down, save us 10 yards off the bounce, and he caught it. But he got to just make sure he, corrals it. He got to secure the football at the end of the day. When you think about it, we had 2 turnovers. That was 1 turnover and the pick 6. I thought those are 2 huge turnovers. Then they got life. At the end of the day, they eventually went down. It was a 3rd and 5. We could have stopped them where they could kick the field goal, but they got a 17-yard gain off the run. Then eventually scored. And then I think I forgot what happened after that. Oh, we drove the ball down a little bit. We got to about the 35-yard line. I think it was about a 4th and 14. We was going to go and try to kick the field goal. Operation time wasn't where we needed to be as far as getting on the field, getting ready. I had a decision to make whether I want to, call a timeout or, allow him to kick a really long field goal. So I decided to take the delay of game. We punted the ball. Was hoping to put him inside the 10. We put him on the 15. And then I think 2 plays later, they eventually wheeled the guy out the backfield. We didn't cut the dang on vertical off. and they catch a ball for about 84 yards, which kind of broke the game open, at the end of the day. But like I said, my hat's off to them. They completed the ball, they got it done, and we did not. We got to be better in that aspect. We got to, know how to put teams away, especially on the road. But it's a valuable lesson. It's only a loss if you don't learn that lesson. So we'll learn that lesson and get better this week.
Coach, back at home against
Love it.
Abilene, a really good opponent. No reason why the Wolf fans shouldn't show up on Saturday.
No doubt. I mean, we got a really good football team. I mean, yeah, we lost, but we're sitting here 5 and they on 1. Okay, I don't know if we're ranked or not. It really doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, we got a good Abilene Christian team coming in. If you want to watch some good football, you'll show up. You want the Wolves to win, you'll show up. At the end of the day, so it'll be a really good football team. Give my hats off to Abilene. They won it last year, so they're the defending champions. And right now they are the champions until somebody knocks them off. And hopefully we'll have that opportunity on Saturday. But we got to have a great week of preparation, because it's all about us executing, which we did not, and I think it caught up to us on Austin Peay. So.
Very good. All right, thanks, Coach.
All right.